This is one of the world's most notorious prisons, and there's a plan to send thousands of American criminals here. CECOT is a mega prison in El Salvador, about 1,500 kilometers south of the US-Mexico border. Donald Trump has backed a proposal from El Salvador's President Nayib Bukele to send people here from the US. Trump supporters say it's a win-win. It takes criminals off American streets and takes pressure off American prisons. But critics say it's legally and morally dubious. These images show you just how extreme conditions are inside CECOT. Inmates are confined to their cells for 23 hours a day. No mattresses, no sheets, and no direct sunlight. The artificial lights stay on 24/7. Exercise is limited to 30 minutes a day. Shackled. Each cell holds over 100 inmates in 80 bunks, with just 2 toilets per cell. Water is controlled by guards. Medical care is minimal, and the surveillance is constant. No visits, no phone calls, no rehabilitation programs. Inmates' heads are shaved every 5 days. Escape is impossible. The prison is protected by a 15,000-volt electric fence, multiple barbed wire walls, and a staff of around 2,000 guards, soldiers, and police officers. But there's another major obstacle to this plan.
Of course, the biggest concern about this plan is that it's probably illegal. The United States has a constitution. That constitution does not allow the government to deport US citizens to a foreign country. That is essentially what we're talking about here, taking people who are Americans and sending them overseas to be punished by another country's penal system.
But even if it's not legal, Bukele could still have an agenda.
I think pretty much every party involved in this proposal, and that includes the president of El Salvador, know that it can't really go ahead, that it's not legal. So what that means is this is more a symbolic move from the president of El Salvador. He is trying to get in Donald Trump's good books. Now, while Bukele's administration in El Salvador has been quite successful at clamping down on the murder rate and on violent crime in general, economically there's a lot more to worry about. I think what Bukele is hoping for here is a little economic help from the Trump administration. As he said in his offer, a little amount of money for the United States goes a long way in El Salvador. So if he can get in Donald Trump's good books, get a little bit of economic injection from the United States, that's going to help him a lot, and it's not going to cost Donald Trump much at all.